Okay, well, anaga diwahi ka joko so what I want to see this nyari. Kazita rio you just ka hawi noji on dodgets going to star no not roni. That in ura do kurunga gari I guess. Yeti sota asatanka garako dano yeti the stars in Zagi dano guiguskat neganungwe. That in ura do a guides ni ganyat the gero dano guigo o quadzere o no kasuka. Yeti no ura do yeti sota gurman on the headspin a gonna go rio that the hawakwe. Jag åkte igen här damda och jag har hetsen och jag har större än jag någon damda och jag har hetsen asset ni got dart again ganyaga haga radinyato na ta roni dana diskade oge damda och jag har hetsen ne aguego on a gore ganyana dassa go on skana dono skana kazat stasra gari wa gori shusra Gayandawana and Ganigurio. Okay, so as always, as you know, whenever we get together, anything of importance, ceremonies, meetings, gatherings, that all we have to do, always have to carry out on the Gadi Wadekwa first. That's where we give thanks for the things in creation that have created us and the things we need to continue to sustain us. So tonight we're gonna touch on that the connections to the things that have created us and the things that we need to continue to sustain us. A while back we talked about I forget how we put it at the time, but it was like the things that happen in the longhouse, how things that the longhouse person does. Okay, so tonight we're going to address something because of what everybody is probably aware of, the crazy weather that we're having. So this weather is, as you know, it's happening out of season, really out of season. The warm weather that we're getting tonight is a result of the tornadoes that hit through southeastern states last evening, and this is really out of season, but for such a heavy concentration of storms like this, we know that it's caused a lot of destruction. It's killed a lot of people, and so even though this may not be in our immediate territory where we're living, this is going to affect us. It is affecting us right now here in Ganawagi, in the Montreal area, even throughout so-called Quebec, that everybody is warm right now. The temperature is really unseasonably warm. I don't know what the temperature is right now, but I think it's in the double digits. So for this time of year, I don't know what the date is, December 10th, 11th, something like that. And for us to be having such warm weather is really, in normal times, it's crazy. We would not see weather like this, but this has been more reoccurring in recent years. It's like we know that the winter time, winter time used to begin in early November. Sometimes we would have snow on the ground at Halloween. So nowadays, winter time is starting who knows when, not well after halfway through the winter. Last year, we only seen ice on the water in the quarry here. That was after the holidays. And so we're getting used to, slowly but surely, weather is changing, and we're getting too used to that. We're getting comfortable. So we got to talk about it in a way that isn't just from our perspective right now, but we got to talk about it in a way that is multi-generational. Okay, so the first thing then what we'll identify is that how will we word this? Waigeru obviously you know the word for a comet or an asteroid, not a shooting star, not something that falls to Earth, but a comet that we see flying by in space. So right now, there is a comet that is visible to us just before sunrise. If it gets too cool, I'll just close the. Is there anybody with us tonight that is anywhere in those areas? Anybody affected by this crazy weather, the tornadoes or heavy winds? Maybe what's his name?
Joseph?
Yeah, Joseph too. He's in that area, but Steve. They're more south than us. They're I think it's in upstate New York. But you would feel this weather right now. Maybe in the mountains, maybe it's heavy snow. Who knows? Unless the temperature is really, really high there too. You're getting heavy rains.
Lisa says that here is BC and there are extremely heavy rains and winds, and the flooding is happening again.
This is something that we got to take note of as it's happening everywhere. We may get used to it again happening in our area. You know, we're accustomed to it. But if we look over the generations, we'll see that this is happening everywhere, like a blanket effect everywhere on our Mother Earth. Okay, we have it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, either it or we keep and then Tio. Zade Tio okay, Zade yoga. We'll leave a Hondu. On what there are. Gets or what there are gets. Oh no, we'll just leave it. Or there are gets go.
Okay.
Okay, or Tio Hunzade yoga or Hondo or there are gets go.
Tio Hunzade yoga on Honda on Wateragua Getsko.
Onwa Tio Hunzade yoga ohondo Wateragua Getsko.
Tio Hunzade yoga ohando and Wateragua Getsko. Pounds?
Unwa Tio Hunzade yoga ohando on what gets cool.
Good.
Elsa?
Onwa Tio Hunzade yoga ohando on Wateragua Getsko.
That's good, Elsa.
Lisa?
Tate Yonka Ohando Onwad
Harold?
Unwa Tio Hunzade yoga ohundu unwatera what gets go.
You with Nuni. So today is Stuart, Marie-Claude, Edith, France, Elsa, Lisa, and Carol.
Okay, these things usually come in cycles and are known from generation to generation. Can you write the next phrase? Or-
If it's a short one, maybe.
It's one of the things that connects the people over time. Over time with our ancestors.
Okay, Giga, Nahoda, we'll keep them. And now Dewa at the H. Guada. Or no, we could leave the whole thing, eh? Guadazes.
Yeah,
Walk.
yeah.
Guadazes, Danu stays. Uguayon. Der Hatten. Chat de. Oh, THIA. I forgot the A. THIA. Chat de. Okay, break it there. Ganarase. Ganarase. Rage. Chat de Ganagarase Rage. Okay.
Okay, wait, the word before it, Yongguayan, there,
Uguaya der Han, yeah. No.
after the A and the, between the A and the O.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay,
Giga Nahoda, de Wakwadasis, Danu, Uguaya der Han, Chat de Ganagarase Rage.
okay, Cha. Cha. Try this, take that break out and put it right at the Cha. And then they gonna
Here.
and take that other one out. How's that look? Does that look okay like that, Wayger?
Yeah. Giga Nahoda, de Wakwadasis, Danu, Uguaya der Han, Chat de Ganagarase Rage.
Giga Nahoda de Waguatas Dazis, Dano Yongguayantera, Cha de Ganara Serage.
Higa nahoda de waguatases dano yongwayon terhajon ya de gana gera serage.
Iga no hoda de Wakwadases, Dano, Yungwayan der Haon, Chia de Ganagara Serage.
Giga Nahoda de Wakwadases Dano Yunquayan Derahun tia de ganagera serage.
Good.
Ika naotan te wakwas katasis nanu yukwaya terau jate kanagera serage.
Igon nahodon dewa guatasis denon yongwa gua ion derha un dia de gana garaha zaraga.
Good.
Digo nahoda dewa guatasis danu yongwayon dehaun ja degana gra srage.
Very good.
What noon, me?
You write another phrase?
Mhm.
Are you doing that?
Mhm.
Some arrive every year. At different times. Others only in a lifetime.
Lifetime is like with a like thing like that.
Well, you could say a generation, lifetime, generation, whichever one.
Well,
Why
it's
you-
happens.
Some only once. In their life,
Yikes! What happened?
do they pass us? Do they visit us?
Okay, Oscar de Yungwa. De Yunguaneros and Unguason stays Zinyon. Zinyon Hanwe Unguaso será Ogo. Unguasits Oscar de Yunguaneros Unguason Zinyon Hanwe Unguaso será Ogo.
They wanted us, you said?
Yeah, de Yunguaneros.
Okay, put the break at Dayum and put wanted us all one word. All one without a break.
Yikes!
They wanted us. Okay, Oscar, they wanted us. Unguason Zinyon
Zinyon Hanwe.
Zinyon Huwe or hallway?
Hanwe.
Zinyon hallway. Unguaso Zerda Ogun. Unguaso Zerda Ogun.
Onska de Yonguanebos, Unguasu en Sinian Howe, Unguasun sera Ogon.
Would it be okay if I break it here too? This one, Hanwe, Senior Hanwe, like to do the
Up to you.
pronunciation. Okay.
Zinyon hall.
Anska te yon wanerans un wesu a tinyon hanwe un wasot sera ogun.
Anska de yon Nisra, Suha, Sinia Hongway, Su, Tsira Ungo.
Sorry. Oscar de Ubaneros, Ongwesuma, Senyor Hawe, Ongwaso Teraogu.
Good.
Ongwasona, Tien Hongwei, Ongwaso Desera Ogon.
Good.
Onska Dayon Guanaruns. Ongwasoa, Sinyon Hongwei, Ongwaso Sera Ogun.
You wet nuni.
Hey, Waiagerdu, can you pronounce that last word again?
Ngwasotsera Ogun.
Would it be the T with the?
Okay, ongwa. Put it at ongwa.
I take this one out.
Yeah, take that out.
Hey, you guys, just for a reminder, some of you are going back to, I don't know why you stop and you go back. You already said it right, so it's happening spotty. Last week, you were reading it right through. I don't know what it is, but just go through, follow through. I know it's hard, but I do it myself.
Ongwa sotsera ogu. Ongwa sotsera ogu?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's the break there. All right.
Okay.
Oh, you left something up there in English. Others only once in a lifetime. You know what? Once in our lifetime.
You want to try and write another one?
I'm just thinking the second part there in English, like Yoda English.
Yeah.
Okay. Some only visit us once in their lifetime. It'll still be the same in Kanienkeha. Holy smokes. Ooh.
It's too much. Only once, no?
Huh?
It's too much. Only once.
Too many onlys?
Only once, 2 times. Like that.
Oh yeah. Us. Some visit us. Some only visit us once in their lifetime. Some visit us only once in their lifetime. Some only visit us once in their lifetime. Some visit us only once in their lifetime. Take out the first only.
Do you hear that wind?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's windy over here right now. This is the kind of weather where branches are gonna come down.
Yeah. That's why I cut all my trees. Perhaps I cut a lot of trees down. I mean, I topped them. I didn't cut them down. Some of them I did, but most of them I topped them 25, 30 feet. Okay, Anjake Ongun Ogun, Newe, Dewati Hanyus, Onjake, Kwahnek, Oskak, Jini Jun, Jini Junhes. Oskak, Onjake Ongunewe, Dewati Hanyus, Onjake, Kwahnek, Oskak, Jini Junhes.
Okay, that what the Hanyus, you gotta put it in between the two T's. The what the Hanyus?
Yeah, Dewati Hanyus.
Okay, and I think that on Jage, after the A and between the A and K. Oh, it's a BP. Okay, I didn't even notice that, the one on the top. I was looking at the one on the top, but yeah, do it to the border. Okay, Anchake, Agunewa, Dewat Anyus, Anchake, Kwahnek, Anskak, Jini Junhes,
Yeah,
Jini Junhes.
Anjage, Angunewe, Dewati Hanyos, Anjage, Kwaknek, Anskak, Tini Jon, Hes.
Anjage, Angunewe, Dewati Hanyos, Anjage, Wanek, Anska, Tinidium heads. France, are you there?
I was I was doing it, but I forgot my mic. Andiake angunewe dewat tinhanios andiake guatnek anskak tini tunes.
okay.
Anjage Angunewe, Dewatianius, Anjage Wanek, Anskak, Tini Tunes.
Gunwe, Dewadi de Hanyang, Onti Ge Wahnek, Onska, Tini Tionhes.
Good.
Anjage Angunlewe, Dewati Hanyus, Anjage Gwanek, Anskak Chini Junhes.
Way to go, Harold.
You quit Nuni. We didn't write another one yet.
Okay, some visit us only once in their lifetime. They signal to us cycles, such as when to plant, when to counsel, even when to have law recitals. Right more while I was doing that. They affect us in many different ways. Effect. E.
That would be a verb. Effect is cause and effect, but to affect it's word. An A.
Man, it's really windy out there. And it's warm. It's warm enough to wear shorts right now. just think this warm weather that we're getting right now, this is all the wind that just was tornadoes in the southern states. So this wind actually went through and ripped apart homes, houses, towns, communities, and it's blowing through us now.
Okay. Yunki. Roris. Zidewa. Guadazes. Nona. Right at the A and the next word. Ayedewa. Okay, take it off the A. Take it off the A. No, the first one, yeah. Ayedewa, yeah. We'll leave it. Ayedewa yonto, good. Oh, ayedewa. Again, ayedewa. Zonhayo and nona. Kayanera. Kayanera. Okay, Kayanera Sera. Right at the A. Teja. Tejado. Yunkiroris. Si te wakodazes. No. Aide wayanto. Aide wadzahaya. Aide wadzahaya. No. Kayanera Sera. Tejado.
Yunkiyoris, Tidewa Guadnesis, Nona, Ayadewa Yonto, Ayadewa Zahaya, Nona, Gayanarasara, Ahunje Dadu.
Yeah, Tejado.
Yonkiroris, Tewa Quadasis, Nona, Ayetewa Yanto, Ayetewa Sanhayan, Nona, Gayanera Sera, Ahon Tejan.
Is it okay for this last one? We break it here.
You want, yeah. It helps you.
Yeah. Yonkiroris, Sitewa Quadazes, Nona, Ayetewa Yanto, Ayetewa Sanhaya, Nona, Gayanerasera, Aontejado.
Very good.
Yonkiroris, si dewa guatases, nona, ayadewa yanto, ayadewa sanhaya, nona, gayanara sera ahun de jato.
Good.
Yonkironis. Didema Guadases Nona Ayetewa Yanto Ayetewa Saya Nona Ganesera on aún de Jatu.
Very good, Elsa.
Yonkiroris, Tidewa Guatases, Nona, Ayete Eyetewa Eanto, Eyetewa San Han Nona, Gayanara Sara, On de Diadon.
Good.
Yonkirores, Chitiwa, Guatasis, Nona, Ayetiwa, Yonto, Ayetiwa, Sonhayon, Nona, Gayanarasara, Aun de Jatum.
Very good.
You quit noni.
Wouldn't it be easier to put those English words under the Kanienkeha words right away while we're here instead of coming back to do it?
We'll have to take the time.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Isn't it easier to do it now? Because how are you going to do it later without white hair?
Oh, it's there. Well, I mean, you could put it there, but
Be doing that right away.
Okay, so we're going back to the beginning.
While we're here discussing it that way later on, and it's not going to be all confuddled. Ooh,
I'm gonna go check my stoves while you fix it.
what's the word for comet?
Tiomzade.
Ah, I see the parallel. Whoa, the wind is really getting strong out here.
I am not certain about this though.
You know what?
Well, I'll wait for Guayaguero when he comes back.
Okay, let's see, while he's gone, what's the next thing we got written? Anything?
Hang on. Next, the people. Guayaguero, in this first phrase, was what would that be? The two here.
That's what?
The word in Kanienkeha for to us just before sunrise.
Visible to us.
Okay, your yoga is visible.
Okay, so it's good if I leave it like that.
Yeah.
And for this second one, I don't know.
Oh, wait, go back up. Then that to us belongs with visible. It wouldn't fit with a Honda, a Wandera, or that school, right?
Yeah, it would fit there.
What is a Honda?
Before,
The to us goes right after visible.
Well, it just messes with the sentence if he says that it can stay there, because if I bring this up, it just messes with the whole sentence.
It doesn't belong there because a Honda, Wadera, Wahetsko, that's just before sunrise.
Yeah, but yoga is visible.
Yeah, that means to us, visible. To us goes with the visible. It doesn't fit with a Honda, what gets go.
And for this one, way I get in these two.
Okay, if you walk with it, I know, circle cycle, so you go there, huh?
Are known.
Cycle, yeah, you go there, huh? And Chadaganagaras Daniel. Chadaganagaras. See, you had generation to generation, but in our language, we only say it once.
Okay, but which
Generation to generation is Chadaganagaras.
okay, so our no
We know that in order for one to start, the other one has to stop. I mean, when you're going a long distance.
Okay, so it would be this.
Hey, Stuart, did you hear about, I heard, what's his name? Junior Jacobs. He's not doing too good, yeah.
Junior Jacobs. Is that Joel Jacobs' father?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't even know that he was still alive. That's
He's very old. He's
yeah.
90, 91 or something.
I think he was a little older than my father, or the same age about. Let's see, my father, if he's still alive, would be about 90 right now. Yeah, 90.
I knew his father, that guy. Junior's father. Did you ever know him?
No.
He must have been 100 when he died, but they look the same. He looks just like he's dead.
I only knew Junior from in the Longhouse when we were down at Dominic's.
Yeah.
Okay, what's going on right now?
I am more putting this stuff in order.
There's a electricity shortage here.
Your power went out?
Yeah, so it just blinked here and yeah, the thing it just came back very fast, but I don't know why the computer stayed on. I'm not sure why.
Well, it's really bad up north. So if anything happens, it's going to happen there and it affects us.
Okay, they affect us in many different ways.
They affect us in, okay.
So let's write the next line while he's doing that. Some just to see them inspire us to do things. Others,
In the same phrase?
no, next one.
Okay, so hang on.
No, and inspire. Some just to see them
Hang on,
inspire
hang
us.
on.
And take out the end.
Hang on. Where what?
Take out the and inspire or inspire. There's a Deo after the end. Guanigu.
Okay, the one you go. Instead of TAS, put RENS, Rons. Take TAS out.
Where are
The
we?
first word.
First word that we're going to go raw. R-A-H-R-E-N-S. R-E-N-S. You want to go raros, okay. Then shot the what? Okay, you break that the way you want.
Jade. How do you say? Can you pronounce that word?
Shot the what's the hanyus?
What? Between the two T's.
Shot the what? Okay. It's
Even
just
Even between the I and the H. No. Between the I and the H.
I and H.
shot the what the hanyus. They want to go raros. Shot the what's the hanyus.
Tem guanigo raros. Jate what?
The hanyus.
The hanyos. What's the? Okay, take out that one between the I and the H. What's the hanyos?
Yung guanigong raros, jate what años.
Tengo ningún raro, ya te what the años.
Deyon guanigun raron de dia de wa di años.
Good.
De un guanengu raros, de un guanengu raros, ya de what años.
Rom dia de wadi dion onions.
Onions.
De yung guanigo raros. Jate wati hanyus.
Ya wet nuni.
Okay.
Put a comma after some, just to see them. Inspire us to do, just to see them, and put a comma after that. Put it in the next line. Some inspire us to love. But all inspire us and affect our growth. We could take out that inspire us, take out the us after that. Inspire, but all inspire.
Hang on.
and
You
affect
just
our
sent
growth.
it, so let me just say something. What do you want to take out?
Take out the us after inspire. No.
The other one?
The wrong inspire. The second inspire. Okay, we can do another English. Oh,
Okay. Guane kayetigo.
yeah, T.
Juki nigora di hatus. Go. At the H.
Go.
Radi. Then hatus. Juki nigora di hatus. Konek ai tigon juki nigon rati hantos.
Guanek ayetigo junki nigo radi hantos.
Wanek ayetiga jonki nigun radihantos.
Wanek ayetiga jiunkinigun radihantos.
Guanek ayedikan tiunki nigun radi antos.
Panek ayetiga Juki ningura diando.
Ieti gon Gyeonggi Nigon Radi Hontos.
Very good.
Panek Ayetigo, Junki Nigun Rati Hontos.
Nuni.
Okay.
Some inform us of when rising nations are ready for the expansion of the Great Law of Peace. You can write, some are anybody know what time it is?
8:05.
Okay. Ojage Junki Nigun Ra Di Hantos and Ganorung Quatsera Nekti Junki Nigun again, same break at the same place. Junki Nigun Latihantos Jiungwa Tehia No Haja Jiungwa Tehia No Haja. Ojage Juki Nigun Latihantos Kanaro Quatsera Nekti Juki Nigun Latihantos Jiungwa Tehia No Haja.
Can you say the second word?
Juki Nigun Latihantos.
Okay, we're gonna rearrange that. Jung. Put it right after Jung. Kinigu. Radi. Jung Kinigu Radi Hantos. Does that sound okay like that?
Yeah.
Jung Kinigu Radi Hantos. Okay. Anchake Jung Kinigu Radi Hantos. Gonarun Quatsera nexti John Ginigu Radi Hantos. Tion Guadea Un Haje.
Anjake Jonki Gunga Diantos, Ganonunquatsera Nexi, Jonki Gunga Diantos, Diungua Tia Runhache.
Anjage, Tionkinigura de Hantos, Ganaron Quatsara, Nexi, Tionkinigura de Hantos, Tion Quadeyaron Haji.
Andiake Chunkini Gunradiantos Ganorum Guatseria Necti Tiunki Nigunradiantos Ti Yung Quatea Runhache.
But
Anjake yo tengo radiantos Canorum Quatsera Necti yo tengo radiantos yo Guatea Nonaje.
good Elsa.
Anjake Kinigon Radi Hantos Ganon Guacera Nexti Tion Kini Gon Radi Hantos Tionqua Jea Ron Adhaji.
Onjuge Jun Kini Gun Rati Hantos. Ganorun Guatsere Nexti Jun Kini Gun Rati Hantos. Chiungwa Tia Runhaje.
Well read.
Wait, Noni, hang on, let me put this in order before we.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Start writing this next one. All are a necessary part of our collective evolution into the great law of peace. In the non-native world, you hear all throughout their history that when they see comets or shooting stars, whatever, you know, that kind of stuff, that it's always associated to something bad that the society does. It's either a notice of war or of disease or famine, all things like that. So things that they see in the nighttime sky are always associated with negative. This is the way in the non-native world. It's rooted in their religious beliefs, all of that corruption. But as you see here, that things such as this are revered as bringing growth, as bringing evolution, being the cause of our next phase of peace, of evolving our articulation of peace. Because to articulate peace, to be able to talk about it, to speak about it, to expand on peaceful structures, concepts, this is how people then expand peace, love into their hearts, into their minds, into their people, into the society. So things such as what we are all experiencing right now with this comet that is on the horizon, these are always things viewed as positives within our people. Always life building, life changing, evolution, things of this nature. Never are these things ever associated with war or anything on that, on the negative scale. So it's an interesting comparison for non-native people to know that a different way in how to reference things such as comets or asteroids or shooting stars. So just everybody remember this, maybe you're gonna be able to see that comet before sunrise tomorrow morning. Maybe sometime in the next couple of weeks, you'll see that one, or maybe you'll see one of the other countless other meteor showers or whatever. But you remember then at that time when you are seeing it as to what the proper references are. And then you'd think within yourself, what is this signaling in my own evolution? And you try to trace or follow the power trail to it. Try to see how it gets its power to you. Because everything, if whatever we're gonna see in the nighttime sky, it's getting its power, its energy is getting to you. So next time, keep all of these things in your mind and have a different perspective as to what these things actually truly represent to us. On the planetary scale, it is the same as DNA within our body. That DNA, you know, the double helix, it's got, it's just dust floating by, and that enzyme will pick it up and put it in between the two strands. So it's basically a speck of nothing that's floating by us. And that happens inside of our bodies, inside of our cells. So when we see this happening in our solar cell, when we see a comet or an asteroid or whatever you want to refer to it as, whenever we see a celestial body in motion, then we know that that thing is in direct communication with you, because on the planetary level, it is substance, the stuff that is there to be put between the two strands of DNA, of the double helix. So an asteroid, that comet that we see right now floating past us, going towards the sun, that is a part of our collective evolution that right now we are seeing us in the future. That may only come to us maybe another 36,000 years from now, maybe a couple of hundred, maybe millions of years from now. Will it come to us? And when it does come into our Earth's atmosphere, whether it just passes by or if it actually touches the Earth, that will be the physical matter, the substance that is added to the DNA of our mother, adding to the growth of her body, which then adds to the growth of us, not to our body. Our body isn't going to evolve anything any further, but it will add to us in the evolution of our being, of our spirit, of our brain, of our intellectual capacities. So the interaction with such things in the non-native world is always there as a negative for you, so that you don't have the proper interaction with it. So that in some cases, even over the generations, as it's always marking war, 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 in some cases, people will then even eventually turn away from it, turn away from that comment, because they know every time they see it, it means war. So this time, oh, I'm not going to look at it. I'm tired of war. So you see, this is how over generations, how a wrong concept, how a reverse perception is placed upon something that is a good, a positive thing, but turns it into a negative in the minds of all the people. So the way to start looking at these things, comets, asteroids, shooting stars, whatever, is much different than the way that the non-native world has been shown. This is the proper way to know that every time we see it, that it's a part of our growth. It's adding something to us. It's not sending us to war. It's not telling us to kill our enemies, insane stuff like that. It's getting us to evolve. Okay, so where are we?
Okay. Ajage Yunki. Yuki Roris, Tio Hun, Sadenio, okay. Rona Dade, Weyano, Rona Dade Weyanadam, Ahadigo Wanate, Guyana Regoa.
One not after the H. One not day. Okay.
And I just take this. You tell me if it's all right as I am doing when I get a place. Is that okay? Does that read correctly?
Mm-hmm. Okay, Ojagi Yukiroris Nono Tihun Satenio, Rona de Wayana Dam, Ahadigo Wanate, Guyana Goa.
Ancheke Yunki Roris Nona Tion Hunsa Tenyo Ronata de Wayana Dao. Is that an A at the beginning, or is there something in front of the A?
Yeah, it's okay. It's an A.
Ahadigo Wanade, Ahadigo Wanade, Guyana Goa.
Anchagi Yonkiroris Nona Tiyonhun Zadeño Ronada de Weyenanda Ahatigo Yena de Gayanere Goa.
Anjage Yonkiroris Nona Tihun Sadenio Ronada de Wayana Dao Ahadigo Wanate Gayanere Goa.
Anjage Yonkiroris Nona Tio Unzadenio Rona Dade Wayanadahu Ahadigo Wanate Gayane Regoa Gayaneregoa.
Anjake Yukiroris Nona Yohun Yohusanenu Ronatate Bueno Tau Ahatigo Wanate Gayaneregoa.
Ge yonki roris nona. Dio ohan satya dion dion ro ronada de Rihanna deon ahatico Wayana de Guyana Goa.
Good.
Onjige, Yonkirotis Nona, Dion Zat, Dion Zaton, Zation, Zatonium, Ronatate, Ronate, Ronatate, Rayonan Daon, Ahadigo, Renate, Guyana da Goa.
Good. Okay. Aguegon, Gariwa Nuta. Do we have to break that? Gariwa. Okay, we'll break it there. Gariwa. Aguegon, Gariwa Nuta. Okay. Junguado. Junguado Rohon. Oh, Yunguade. Yunguade. Yeah, Yunguade Yaron. Haje Ziniwe. And then Gayanera. Serago. Aguegon Gari Wanuta, Junguadorohum. You got the Yaro Haju, Ziniwe, Gayanera Serago.
Agrego, Marianuta, Chonquado Rojo, Yongwade Yaron Haje, Ziniwe, Guyana Siragoa.
Aguego, Gariwanuta, Chonguadoromo, Yonguateyaron, Hache, Niwe, Gayanera, Seragoa.
Aguegon, Gariwanuta, Junquadorojo, Junquatehiaron Haje, Siniwe, Gayanera, Seracoa.
Aguego Gariwanunta Chunquado Ruhu Yunquate Yarun Hade Aje Tiniwe Gayanera Seragoa.
Aguegu Gariwanuta Chuguato Ron Yunguate Yaron Hache Yaron Tiniwe Canada Seragoa.
Aguego Garawa Nunca Yonguado Rojo Yonguate Hero Yade Tiniwe Guyana Seragoa.
Aguego, Gariwa Nunta, Junguato Rohum, Junguate Hiron Haje, Jiniwe, Gayanara Seragoa.
You should record Harold. He's got the best voice.
Just for the proper English, whatever stuff, Guyana Siragoa, you have to put a break there between Sera and Goa. Okay, was that the last thing?
Yeah.
Okay, all physical things in our immediate vicinity, comma, upon our Mother Earth, and in the sky world are directly connected to all of our senses. all of our senses. Well, you know what? Put on the end of that and are therefore knowable. Or understandable. Understandable.
Raising the mouse or the mice.
Oh, while we're waiting for Wyagerder to finish this, if anybody's interested, our friend Anik, who done the drum making workshop last year or 2 years ago, whenever it was, she was just here last week, and we talked about it again. And we mentioned that we should do another drum making session this over the winter. So if anybody is interested in this, you have to pay for the material. She provides all the material, you know, the stuff for everything for the drum. She even supplies your drumstick, everything. All you got to do is be there at the workshop. And of course, you got to pay for it. You got to pay for all of that. She's not going to supply it to you for free. So the last time, I believe it was $200, right, per person. If anybody is interested in this, we'll be looking at keeping a list of names, and maybe sometime in January or February, or maybe even sooner, depends on the response. We'll do another drum making session, another drum making workshop.
It's already in.
Huh?
It's already there.
It's ready? Okay.
Okay, agwegong yoduni. Yoduni. Yoduni zun jini de wets. Okay, jini. The wets, and then you keep me stone hoja we don't and done and we weave. And jitet. Garuhia. Denu. Degudi. Degudi, no? Jini Jun. Jini Jun Hodos. Janu, okay. Yotni gun rayon dat. Yotni gun. Rayon. Dat.
Oops. Seems like we lost them.
Oh, so did we lose the longhouse?
It seems like it. Just wait and see. They should be back.
Okay, while we're waiting, can I ask a question?
Usually not. Because of the protocol, we have to wait until they come back. But
Oh, okay, okay. Can I ask you a question that's not related?
is it related to the connection system or what?
No, it's not related to anything at all, at all.
Oh, well, I don't know. Let's go. I don't know how long it's going to take for them. They might have lost the electricity. We don't know.
It's supposed to be really windy.
Yeah, it sounds like you guys are getting really hit out there, hey?
Where are you, Lise? Where do you live?
I live on Gabriel Island. It's a small island off the coast of BC, off Vancouver Island. So I'm about 20 minutes from Vancouver Island by ferry. And so our power goes out all the time, eh? So,
Hmm.
but anyway, I'll ask a question. I'm looking for a corn washing basket.
I cannot hear you well. I don't know why. It cuts. Just be close to your mic.
Is this any better?
I cut again. Now you're frozen. Oh no. Okay.
Is this any better? I got my computer. That's the microphone on the side.
I can't hear you. This is
Okay.
funny. Just be at a certain distance of your mic, but don't pitch, just talk
Okay.
very slow.
How's that? Any better?
Yeah.
Okay. The question I had was I'm looking to buy a corn washing basket, like an ash woven corn washing basket.
Yeah, you should ask Stuart about this. I wouldn't know what to answer you. And maybe Angel, I don't know if Angel can hear us because she might be able to call the longhouse. Otherwise, Elsa, do you have the phone or something?
Yeah, well, I don't have a cell phone.
Hold on. I'm going to try to get a hold of somebody here. I don't know if you can hear, but I put it on. Calling it. We lost Wayaguerre too.
Ganagoa, vous avez rejoint Exit. Je peux pas répondre en ce moment.
Okay, I saw they're coming back. Okay, good.
Okay, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna have to do this really fast because both Wayagerdu and us went out. We're connected to the same internet server, provider, and it goes out with the weather. So, where did we leave off?
Hang on, I have to go back.
We're gonna just try to get the last one done, and then just have Wayagerdu read it all off, and we're gonna close up to avoid more breaks. We know it's just gonna get worse.
It's like if I cannot get in now.
Okay, anyways, while we're waiting, does anybody have anything?
Yeah, Lise had a question for you.
Does anybody have anything to say about tonight's subject? Does it help you out in any way or whatever?
I'm not sure what Lisa had a question that I couldn't hear her very well while you were gone, but she had a question that didn't seem that I could answer.
Is she there?
Yeah, I'm here.
We can barely hear you every time you open your mic, Lisa. If it takes a while to get through.
Okay.
Write down your question in the chat.
Is why you're back?
Should we call him?
Oh, he,
No, he's coming in now.
yeah, he knows. He said because he's the same server as us.
He's there. So we're back. Better wait.
Okay, Aguego, you don't need some chinitos, you keep nistaha honza, we don't have to change that. Danu, Jidet Karuhia Daniel, de Godinero, Jini Junho, Danu, Yonigun Rayon that. I think we better record this after this. It might go back off again.
Okay, Aguego, yung is sini there was yung kinista o hunsage dano si Sidet Karunya Daniel de Godinara de Godinar
De Godinero,
de Godin.
Neron.
Okay, at Dego, between the O and the T, they go D. Put the Naran with the D. They go Dinara. Is that okay like that?
De Godin, de Gun, you took the N out, de Godinero. There's an N there, K-O-N. T-E-K-O-N. De Godinero.
They go Dinara. Okay, they go Dinara, Sinidun Hodons, Dano, Unigun Rayandat.
Yeah, Nikon Rayon.
Agueco, Yodoniso, Dinitewes, Yonkinistan, Ohunzake, Dano, Zindet Carunia, Denio, De Continera, Dinichon Hodans, Dano, Yonigun Rayandat.
It's the one.
We put this one like this. Sini Jonhoda.
Yeah.
Aguego, Yodoniso, Chinitewes, Yunkinista, Unhonsage, Dano, Sidet Carunia Daniel, De Continera, Sinitiun Hoda, Dano, Yonikumurayanda.
Aguego, Yodoni, Sun, Sini Dewes, Yunki Nistaha, Agun Sage, Dano, Sidet Garunya, Daniel, De Gontinera, Sini Dion Onta, Dans, Dano, Yoni Guns Ryan Tats.
But
Aguego, yo tini tewes, yo kinistana un sake, tanu, titset caronio, tenu, tagutinero, tini judotas, tanu, unico rayon tat.
O Gonzaga Dano Si De Garun Denio Degon dinera Jini Dion Odan Denon Yongon Rayon Da.
Okay.
There's something really wrong with your microphone, I think, Lisa, because here everything that you're saying is really broken.
Okay.
Yeah, you really got a bad microphone, or it's the
The
connection or something.
connection, yeah.
Is that it?
And no, there's Harold. I think. Oh my goodness.
Go.
No, Harold took off. So yes, we are done. I'm gonna,
What's that?
we heard just something that hit the wall like super strong. With this wind, I think everything is gonna be flying now. So Stuart just went out to see what it was.
Same here, eh? It's amazing the noise and the wind here.
Okay, is he gonna? We're gonna just read it off now. Huh?
Yeah, we didn't record it.
Right after or what? With this one? Put this one with the English.
Let him read it off first, and then
Okay.
if we're still there, well, then we'll fix it.
Holy smack, huh?
That wind is really picking up. Really.
When
strong.
you're ready, Wayagiru.
Okay. Zade yoga. Right now, there's a comet visible. Ohodo. Onwadiri what gets go. Just onwadirakwa gets go. Just before sunrise. Pina hoda the wakwadazas dano. These things usually come in cycles. You go their harm are known. From generation to generation. Aska the Uguanaras. It's one of the things that connects us. The people over time. With our ancestors. Ajage Ongunewe, they were Tihanyus, some arrive at different times. Ajage Gonek Oscar, Jini Junhes, and others only once in our lifetime. Yukiroris Jidawakwadazas, they signal to us the cycles. Non Idawayato, Idawadzahaya, when to plant, when to counsel. Nona Ganarasra Aunt the Jadu, when the for even when to have law recitals. Okay, they they affect us. Chatawatihanyus in many different ways. Just to see them. To inspire us to do things. Some inspire us. Next, in love, but all inspire. Okay. And affect our growth. Some inform us when when rising nations are ready. For the expansion of the great law of peace. All are necessary part in our collective evolution in the great law. Jitet karun hiadenyu, te godinera, jini junhoto, stanum, yotnikun rayondat. All physical things in our immediate vicinity upon Mother Earth and in the sky world are directly connected to all our senses and therefore are understandable.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, there's something there. We gotta go up to wherever it says Anjake, some. Don't go right there. Anjake. Put a break after the EN. And we gotta go up. We put the break at the wrong place. You put it before the K. Okay. Yeah, see right there. And 2 lines below it.
That was it, huh?
Yeah. There was something else, but I can't remember right now. Okay, we're gonna take advantage of the time before we lose the signal again to close. What time is it anyways? It's close to closing time, right?
Yeah.
49.
Okay, who's with us?
Yeah, but just wait. I gotta put this one in the proper order. So.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Sinida was Oyageru. What is that?
What's that?
In this phrase, to put the English over, it's what is it?
All in our immediate vicinity.
Okay, so that's okay.
Yeah.
Vicinity goes with it.
I know. I only go phrase by phrase.
That Dono should go down the next line.
Hang on, let me just put this and then I'll go back. Okay, where is it? Say.
I don't know, what did I say? Oh yeah, the Dano. Put it on the next line. Mungkin está on Hudza. Dano should be on the next line.
So my brother just called me. East of Montreal is down. Electricity is shut up.
Oh wow. Well, just think of all the 6 states that got hit with those 30 tornadoes. A lot of those states are completely wiped out. A lot of those towns, people have no homes now whatsoever. And they are getting rained on. They are getting all kind of crazy weather. These are people that are left out in the elements now. This is crazy. And they, of course, there's no power. There's no the running water that they have, you know, in times like this, it becomes dangerous. The water becomes contaminated through the storms. You know, the waters get polluted, so water isn't safe to drink at this time. They don't have heat. They don't have lodging, no roofs over their head, and they're in the cold rain and wind. This is terrible times for a lot of people. And it's something for us to think about, not just to say, and you could think from our perspective, you know, from the native perspective, we could say, oh, good for all those non-native people. They deserve whatever they get. In something like this, we have to consider the humanity what's happening to the humanity? Everybody may have been what the heck is that song?
Why a girl who's eating chips?
Yeah, I'm starving.
You should share some at least. Hey,
Okay,
Stuart, do you think it's HARP, these tornado?
well, anything right now is possible when you think of how isolated this is. 30 storms in a very tight area. This is something that is never heard of, and especially at this time. So we could imagine that things like this could be not just human caused over a long period of time of negatively affecting or doing things to the environment, but it could be human caused by actual machines that they have right now to affect certain parts of the land, alter it, which automatically then alters the weather patterns. So by extension, no matter what, this is human caused. It is directly interaction of humans dabbling into the weather system, one way or another.
That's what they said yesterday. They said all this is due to all the years of seeding the clouds, just so they could have ski resorts and all that crap,
Yeah.
to have snow.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so for the closing is who's what is that?
We have Lisa. Well, everybody has closed. So we have Lisa, Franz, and Elsa.
Okay, well, let's start back around in here. You might as well, when's the last time you did the closing in here?
I don't know, but it feels like it's not that long.
Do you think you've done one recently?
I don't know. Remember? I don't know.
I don't think so. Let's start over in here then. We'll do this week. We'll do the closing and then we'll go. We'll start doing the round again.
Okay, well, wagat sanuni. We are happy. Agwego kunungwe danurunungwe skatne Kanienkeha Class. that the life givers and the life protectors came together for this class of Kanienkeha. Edit Ijet, Sista Soko, Axotayan Dajesque Panchita, Tegan Axotayan Dajesque Celsa, Zapotek Honsage, Mexican Wanerista, Yonata Huni, Yankinestadista, Nantoharage Ganoseste, and Yangahaga Garnawage, and Wisni Honsage, Unawarage Gawanoge, Tintinora Dugaruager Yageso, Yankisota Santana Gagaraqua, Yankinista, Honsage, Aguegos Cadnet Kundo Hetzerat Gawats. We give thanks to Sky Woman, our Grandma Moon, our Mama Earth, and all of the life givers in all of their shapes and forms. Agwetsini Ganya Tarakeru, Agwego Onunquasu, Danoagua Quatsire, Yadinato, Yunatayu, the Discarewage, Jakun Sese de Ganawida, Awego Diane, Rodiane, Yohahi, Yokani Gurio, the Nogayandawana, Yanara Saragoa, the Geri de Yohade. We give thanks to all of the waters, all of the medicines, all of our relations in good spirit, to the true spirit of the clan, sterile wolf and bear, all of the female and male peacemakers that walked on the path, that gave us the gift of the great law of peace and the Turo Wampum. Hetserane, Ganigurio, Yohahiyo, Skana, Gasastan Sarada, Gariwa Warishon Sara, Gasastan Sarane, Tukundo Hetserat Gawas, Dano, Gayandawana, Gasastan Sarada, Iskana Gete, Dano, Awe Kawatsiri, Dano, Awe Katsahayan. And we ask our ancestors of the good spirit to help us bring back the truth, peace, power, and righteousness for everybody, and to help us build the balance between the life givers and the life protectors, as well as our councils of heart, family, and nation. Eres awit.
Guayagero, I should ask you this question. When we're talking about these things, can we say Guindirio in reference to them, that they give us something, or is Guindirio exclusively about living creatures, that kind of stuff? That
Well, good day, you remember we talked about that the other day, would say Gudeyaro Datka was those who offer their bodies, their Gudeyaro Datka was that should be changed.
And also,
Because when you say Guderio, that means you just kill everything. You don't.
okay, so in that exchange,
Only so many offer their bodies, their bodies for us to eat. We're not to eliminate them, just to take what we need and they move on to the next house, next village.
okay, so in that reference of that they give us, we know right now we're talking about animals, that kind of stuff. Can we use that same word in reference to this kind of stuff, like comets and that? Because they do give us, they do.
Yeah, because see, us as Oklahoma, we're tied with the animal world, the plant life, everything. So there are relatives. They actually are our relatives.
No, but I'm not talking about animals right now. Talking about the comet in the sky.
Yeah. Well, there are relatives too. They just come back to visit. Oh.
Would it be the same word, or would it be a little twist on that word?
Well, Jukiawis would just say, hey, that's interesting, Jukiawis or Yunkiri Huawis, they allow us to see them. Yukiri Huawis, they allow us to see them. Big Choi, we don't see them all the time.
Okay, you know what? Tomorrow we'll talk a little bit more in depth on this, because this is a different level. It's like saying 3 levels, but if you don't know of 3 levels and then somebody's just talking about all 3, they don't know where the separation is. So we got to talk a little bit more deeper about this tomorrow, just to get a better understanding.
I'll come by around noontime, I guess, and we'll iron it out.
And once we do have this hammered out, then we'll add it on to the this Kanienkeha class. Okay, everybody. Yawagoa, Donzija Datka, Sasundios.
Take care of yourself. Love you all.
Well,